Hey gang, it's Followup Friday. Today we're just gonna wing it, because that's what we do best here. So I'm looking at the calendar. I think my first video in this series was the 22nd of March. That means we've been doing this for a month. It's a 1 month follow-up, more than a Friday follow-up. Just happens to be on a Friday. So what does that mean? It means we've been in quarantine for a month. Life's been weird for a while, and I'm not doing as okay as I was at the beginning. Some of the optimism has been lost, but we gotta keep going strong. We gotta get that optimism back. How do we do that? How do we bring ourselves back from this weirdness? I don't know. Talk to a professional, probably. They have online therapists and whatnot. You can do that. Me, I can't fix these problems by myself. I'm doing okay. I'm doing a bit right now. Like, I'm in character, but also it has been a month, and it's so weird. All this craziness that's been going on. And Wednesdays and Thursdays are my weekends because of the way I do these videos. Oh, maybe that's why. Hey, that's why I've been so lazy. It's not because I'm depressed or anything. It's because I had 2 days off of the job that I created for myself. Yeah. Actually, I had a business meeting on Tuesday. I was doing another job. I run a small business because I'm an entrepreneur and I'm an American and all that other stuff. I have one client and I do office. What do I do? What's my job? Office administration and clerical work. Freelance. I get a pretty good pay for that. If I were doing it full time, I would make more money than I've ever made. But since I'm only doing it freelance, I need to work on that client base. Yeah. See, that's something I can focus on. Because I'm getting kind of the YouTube thing's getting kind of stale. I'm not gonna do 3 videos a week anymore. As much fun as it is a surprising amount of work. Just because I have to edit these videos and they're mentally taxing. Because I have to be creative. I have to think of something to cook, and then I have to cook it with holding my phone, and my phone's breaking because it's years old, and I can't afford a new one. And I'm getting, we get the government money, but then am I going to spend that entire thing on one phone? No. Am I going to sign a contract with someone right now? Maybe, I could do that. I'm a grown-up. I don't need to be in my parents' family plan anymore. I'm 28 years old. I do feel older than obviously, we're all older than we were 2 years ago, but I do notice a difference. And if I'm noticing a difference right now, I don't look forward to being much older than this. That's why I got to get in better shape and all that good stuff. All the stuff I was talking about a month ago. Let's take a look at how honest I stayed to that. Alright, so we're just going to try to summarize this real quick. I started exercising the day after I made the first video. I went for 16 days with 1 skip day. So I started on the 23rd and I stopped on April 8th. Yeah, March 23rd to April 8th. Then I did stop for 6 days, which is not good, but doesn't mean that the whole thing was a failure, because I did really good for a long time. And then I picked up again on the 14th and the 15th, and I skipped yesterday. So I didn't stay as true to it as I would have liked. But again, that doesn't mean that I failed, because there's still 6 days left until the 1 month is up. You don't want to settle for less, because I could have done this easily. But I didn't. But just because I didn't doesn't mean I should give up, right? I just need to do better the next time. But if I did 70% on this, I just have to do 100 the next time. If I can't do 100 the next time, then I have to do better than this. And that's all you can ever do. Because if you try, fail, and give up, then you're done. But if you try again, as they say, eventually you will meet your goal. Just because you can't meet it immediately doesn't mean that you're a failure. I rock. This is awesome. I used to go to the gym a lot, but I never, just did core this much. And although skip days are important, skipping 6 days is bad. And I'm not proud that I did that. But when I came back on the 14th, my body had recovered, and everything was way easier. Like, my form was better just because my muscles were tighter, and I actually saw the progress. Towards the end of this long 15-day stretch with one break, or 16-day stretch with 1 break, I was just exhausted every time I did it, and I hated doing it for that reason. But on the 14th, I felt so good. I felt powerful, you know. And so, yeah, once you start feeling and seeing results, that's when you know. It's when you know. That's how habits really get going. So I'm gonna get back on this. It's hard to form habits, and sometimes your head and your heart get in the way of what you're trying to do. And it's important to learn how to push through that too, because that'll always happen. You know, when I was a kid, I thought that at some point in my adulthood, everything would just be fine, and my life would be perfect for the rest of my life. I had a happy ever after in my head, but you know, life is unpredictable in its very nature, and as soon as you feel like it is predictable, and you're like, okay, here we are, the happily ever after can start right now. Then life is just like, by the way, there's a deadly virus sweeping across the entire planet, and this hasn't happened for 100 years, and it's happening right now. Like, oh, okay. I guess life isn't as straightforward as I thought. Hi there. We lost the outro. So, I'm back. It was really good. It felt great. But now I have to record another one after editing for a little bit. So, we were just talking about how unpredictable life is. The fact that life's unpredictable isn't a bad thing in and of itself. While the good times always end, the bad times always end too. And you just have to hold on to the good times and just look forward to those, because they're on their way back. Not today or tomorrow, maybe not a month from now, maybe we don't know how long this is going to last, but it will end, and everything will be okay. Again, as okay as it ever is, at least, you know. So that's what you want to live for. Live for the positivity that's coming, because it will. We know that. I guess that's it for today. Share, like, subscribe. Tell your friends. Leave a comment below. Talk about what you're going through, because we're all in the same boat, and this is the time, the first time in my life that humanity's had an obvious thing to connect over. There's always been stuff that people can connect over, but now we got something in the forefront of everyone's mind, so we can all relate to each other, we can all support each other, and it can be good. Again, salute, have a good day.